Wildcard weekend starts this coming Saturday, and the first wildcard game features two division foes in the AFC South as the Colts take on the Houston Texans. And what a season it's been for both of these teams. Starting with the Colts, they start 1-5 and finish 9-1 the rest of the way to a record of 10-6. Only the third team to do in NFL history to do so. The last team to do it was 3 years ago, the Kansas City Chiefs, and guess where the Chiefs had to start their postseason run that year? Against the Houston Texans. So isn't that such a great coincidence there? But anyway. The Colts. The Colts early on were looking like, oh boy. Because early on it looked like, oh boy, maybe Chuck Pagano wasn't the problem of this team. Maybe it's due to the fact that Andrew Luck sucks. Because they lost a shocking home game against the fucking Bengals or whatever. And even I said at the time, don't sleep on the Bengals and go ahead and sleep on the Colts. Obviously, that didn't fucking happen. The opposite fucking happened. And both these teams are high scoring, so this should be a high scoring affair. All right. And not to make things too complicated, they could have gotten Josh McDaniels had Josh McDaniels not said fuck the Colts and all that fucking shit. But the fact is, they were much better off with Frank Reich. Anyone that thought that Josh McDaniels could coach is thinking with their fucking prostates. That's all I gotta fucking say about that. Both these teams have road victories against one another. The Texans beat the Colts early in the season, and then late in the season, the Colts beat the Texans to end the Texans' 9-game win streak. Let's talk about the Texans for a moment. As they started 0-3 and then ended up winning the AFC South, the first team to start 0-3 and win their division in the same year since 1992 when the Chargers did it. Alright? Of course, the Colts have had injury problems. In fact, they're the most injured team heading into this postseason. Though there are a couple of other teams that are banged up too heading into wildcard weekend. But the Houston Texans, they have injury problems as well. They lost Will Fuller mid-season, and then they traded for Demaryius Thomas, and then he ruptures his Achilles, and he's done for the remainder of the season. So this is not a gimme game by any stretch of the imagination. And early on, it looked like Deshaun Watson was going to go through a sophomore slump because he made some football 101 mistakes, pee-wee football mistakes. I still stick by that. But since then, Watson has been good as advertised in the fucking defense. When J.J. Watt finally healthy, and once again a nominee for Defensive Player of the Year, and he's already won that award 3 times, and should have definitely won the MVP award in 2014 because he was clearly the best football player of 2014. That is not up for fucking debate. I get sick and tired of people saying that I should go to the quarterback because they're full of fucking shit, but that's another story for another day. Which is never, but you get my point. So on to the fucking... Okay, who's going to win this one? And the Colts... Because both these teams are having injury issues, more so the Colts. So let's not make things too complicated. I know both of these teams have road victories against one another. This time, a home team will finally win in this rivalry. In the rubber match, take the Houston Texans to defeat the Indianapolis Colts. I will get to my other pick, the NFC pick, later on during the weekend. Most likely after the Colts Texans game is done. So, not my greatest video in the world, obviously, but I don't give a flying fuck. Till next time, later, fuckers.